Welcome back. As we promised, we are going to tackle another important issue, which is the civil universities and the role in boosting the educational service here in Egypt, and to play a role in giving us fresh graduates who are able to invade the markets and to open in front of them new horizons for their careers, inshallah. All this for the coming generations. Well, we are very much delighted to discuss this issue with Dr. Nabil Gad, our educational expert. A very good morning, Dr. Gad.
Good morning, Mr. Nabil. How are you?
Sir, let's start with this basic question. How do you see the care and keenness of the political leadership or the Egyptian state to build many civil universities, and with the aim of considering them as a leap in our education and to introduce the highest level of educational service?
Sure. We have already heard about non-governmental universities that have been established recently, plus the foreign universities that have very high fees to be paid. Whatever the fees are, the question is, or the matter, what matters with us is the quality of education given for the new students who join them. This reminds me of the parallel school called the experimental school. They are sure with some fees to be paid. However, the quality of education and the participation of the students or the learners is really higher than other places. So these non-governmental universities having fees to be paid, but they are, I think, reasonable enough. What counts for us is the training of the students, the newly joined students, that they should be practical, not to be the traditional way of lecturing them or doing a certain traditional item, but to experiment, to be self-motivated, and to be always keen to know and search for the items they are learning. Projects are okay, and every student now, even the youngest, can Google everything, and they search. Gone are the days when teaching and the training is just spoon feeding. It's not like that these days. It's the self-motivating element, the keen to be higher thinkers. We need thinkers. We need the developers. We need the people who are who need the job, the job market.
To think out of the box and not to be just graduates, to be able or to be qualified to be introduced directly after their graduation to their future career, to the labor market, to other specialties. True?
Absolutely true. Because, as I said, gone are the days when everything was spoon-fed. But this is not the case now. If we look at the e-learning, historic learning, the online learning, this is really something makes an added value to the element of learning and teaching. The learning teaching process has absolutely changed now compared to many years ago.
I also, sir, if you permit me to speak a little bit about this, we call some faculties the top faculties and others are not, and I don't know how and when this classification started. I mean, for example, today we do have one of the most important mega projects we have is land reclamation, is Tushka, Sharq al-Uwaynat, Upper Egypt, the New Delta. How do you see having these civil universities, for example, the faculties of agriculture, I'm sorry. To what extent we do need millions of fresh graduates from the faculty of agriculture to run such projects? This is only one example. How do you see this?
I see it absolutely, extremely true and practical, as I mentioned earlier. Top colleges, or what they call them, like medicine, engineering, whatever, are not like the agriculture now. the land reclamation is badly, excuse me, is badly needed to expand the agricultural area. What's also needed in the job market is the computer science applications. So many, I'm already attending with my grandchildren some computer training for children of 8, 10 years, and they are wonderful. In the past, we said the TV generation. Now I can say the internet generation. So we need people in the field of agriculture, we need people in the field of computer, we need people in the field of telecommunication, and this is the job market requirements and needs. And without this, I think we will be lagging behind.
Sir, so if you permit me to add to what you're saying, how we can change the culture of the society regarding the importance of technicians, for example, in addition to engineers. For example, we do have another institute which its fresh graduates know how to operate the medical sets, the medical machines. If I do have a center for checks or investigations or x-rays or whatever, the doctor is not going to run or to operate the machine. He is going to read just the x-ray, but he is not going to be able to operate the machine. This technician is as important as the doctor himself, and this is only also an example. How to change this culture?
First of all, we have to spread awareness through media. TV is, of course, one of the important means of media, and through the Ministry of Education, all the people who are in charge should encourage these people. By the way, a hospital is run by a doctor or a physician. This may not be a success element, but it can be run by an administrator. So business administration is a very important thing.
Yep.
As you have earlier mentioned, Adam, the doctor cannot operate the machine, but there is medical equipment engineering, and this is a very good item that could be encouraged for our new generation to join and to find job opportunities easier than the other jobs to be so. So we have to spread awareness, as I mentioned earlier, and emphasize it and focus on it. And without this awareness, our students and the new generation, if they are convinced...
I'm very optimistic regarding the coming generations because they are aware of what we are saying, and I think their way of thinking is totally different. And we hope that, inshallah, tomorrow is going to be a better day for the coming generations. Mr. Nabil Gad, our education expert, thank you very much for your input, sir, and have a very good day. Well, by this we come to the end of this episode. Stay tuned on Nile TV International for more updates, for more details. Please log on to www.nileinternational.net. Tomorrow is another episode of our breakfast show with another crew. Stay tuned. Many thanks for watching. This was Nermina Abdurrahman.